My friend's mom denied cancer treatment to desperate families until they were useful to her politics. So I got 137 families to testify. She got 5 years in prison and had to pay back $500,000. I wanted to throw up. All those nights we'd stayed up planning fundraisers. All those families we'd helped, and she'd been using us as political props the whole time. You can't do that without our permission, Jamie said, his voice shaking. Mrs. Fitzgerald's smile widened. Actually, I can. As the adult board member who helped establish this organization, I have certain rights. Besides, you should be proud. You're helping shape policy. Maya stood up so fast, her chair scraped against the floor. My family went through hell thinking we couldn't afford treatment. My parents fought about money every night. My little brother heard them talking about selling the house. Character building, Mrs. Fitzgerald said, examining her manicure. And look how strong you've become. I grabbed the meeting minutes from the table. These say you've been taking a 15% administrative fee from every donation. The room went silent. Mrs. Fitzgerald's smile finally faltered. That's standard nonprofit practice, she said quickly. Operating costs. You never told us about any fee, Lucy said. We thought all the money went to families. Where's that money going? I pressed. Mrs. Fitzgerald stood up, smoothing her skirt. I think we're done here. And Maya, dear, you should be careful about making accusations. There might have been some paperwork errors with your treatment coverage. It would be terrible if your family became liable for the full amount retroactively. Maya's mom went white. What are you talking about? Oh, just that hospital billing is so complex. Sometimes forms get misfiled. Coverage gets revoked. These things happen. She picked up her purse. I'll see you all next week. Bradley, we're leaving. Bradley didn't move. His face had turned red, and he was staring at the table. Bradley, now. He followed her out, but not before mouthing, I'm sorry to me. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about that 15%. We'd raised over $50,000 total. That meant Mrs. Fitzgerald had taken $7,500 without telling anyone. I started digging through our files at 3 in the morning. Every donation receipt, every bank statement. The administrative fees were there, buried in the transfers between accounts. Always exactly 15%, always transferred to a separate account none of us had access to. By dawn, I'd found something else. 3 other youth organizations in nearby towns had dissolved in the past 6 years. Each one had helped fundraise for political campaigns before suddenly shutting down. The campaign they'd supported? Mrs. Fitzgerald's husband's previous runs for various offices. I called Maya first. We need to have an emergency meeting without Mrs. Fitzgerald. We met in Jamie's basement because his mom worked nights and wouldn't ask questions. I spread out all the papers I'd printed. She's done this before, I said. 3 times. Sets up youth organizations, uses them for political gain, then shuts them down. We need to record the next board meeting, Maya said. Get her admitting to taking that money. That's illegal, Lucy warned. Illinois is a 2-party consent state for recordings. So we tell her we're recording for meeting minutes, I said. If she admits to anything while being recorded, that's on her. The next board meeting was scheduled for Thursday. I bought a digital recorder and put it in the middle of the table. For accurate minutes, I announced when Mrs. Fitzgerald walked in. She eyed the recorder but sat down. Actually, I'm glad you're taking this seriously. We need to discuss restructuring. What kind of restructuring? Jamie asked. Well, given the growth of the organization, we need more adult oversight.